Welcome to another episode of Tech Catalyst series. Today's project is called web scraping. So we'll be creating a tool that will be scraping the web for information. The advantage of this project is for us to get some specific information from a website and convert them into useful information. So this is a tool that can help us to automate some things we do daily. Like for example, we might want to apply for a job and we need to stay updated about when there is a job opening. So we can write a code that will do that for us, that will search the web for various job listings, then extract it for us, then into a meaningful information that we can later go through and check. So that is also one of the applications of today's project. And also, people into trading, for example, maybe crypto trading or forex trading, can apply this, whereby they create something that watches the market for them and get the price of a particular commodity or stocks. So let's dive into the project. So we'll be using our usual tool, which is Google Colab. We'll be creating the project web scraper. So but before starting the project, we'll be going to the websites we want to scrape and just check out the website and see what it contains. And you'll see how we extract a particular information we need from that website. So this is the website we will just be using as an example. We have www.scrapethissite.com. with this is a simple page that contains countries of the world, their capital, their population, and the area in terms of land. So we have a lot of countries here. So and you might need a specific information about a country. You can just ask the code to just extract this country and particular information you need. So I'll be pasting the code we need here. So you can see the site here. Now I'll be using two libraries to do this. So there are a lot of libraries. Libraries are just some code that has been written by people to make our work easier. Imagine me now using this library request and this library. The codes that we have to write just to do this work, we have to be much, because I will have to go into some specific details. But using libraries makes our work easier. You don't have to go into too much details. Just make the work easier. So we'll be using two libraries here, request and beautiful soup. So and this is the site, the target site you want to scrape. So this is just a practice site. Then you will request from this site. You will create a request from this site. The response, we are going to pass the response using HTML parser. Every website are just a bunch of HTML tags and HTML and codes and the rest, CSS and the rest. So most of it now. So once you extract the HTML information from that site, you can convert it and extract meaningful information. We have some tags like H3, which defines heading 1, 2, and 3, paragraphs, bold, and a lot of tags like that. If you are into websites developing, you will understand this. So as not to bore us with too much details, so we'll grab the page, at least we are going to the page, create a response from that page, then that is like screenshotting, just like going to a website. Screenshot the details you have from that website, then find a specific data. The data we are looking for is countries. Then we are using this library, which is beautiful soup. So soup.findAll. Then the countries, the tag maybe is ready, the names of the country are written with this type of heading. Then we find the class what are we finding? The country name. So then we print, when we've gotten that specific data we are looking for, then we print it out. So we'll be loading this code. We'll run this code and you'll see the results. So our code is connecting to a runtime, and you can see the results. Live web data fetch. So the top 5 countries on that page: Andorra, United Arab Emirates, Afghanistan, Antigua and Barbuda, then Anguilla. So it extracted these countries from that page because that is what we asked it to find. H3 class country names. Then we asked it to print the top 5 countries. So you can see top 5. This is in this code, just the top 5. If you change this to 6, 7, it will print the top 6, top 7, and like that. Then remove these and the spaces, strip the text, and just remove spaces and other things. So you can see the details here. Return a copy starting with leading trade. If there are extra spaces before and after, it will remove them. So that is just what strip does. So you can see from the website, this is the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see? And this is what we have here. So this is just a simple example of what web scraping can do. So for this project now, so I'll be bringing 2 practical applications of this project, web scraping. We'll be applying it to fetch data, trading data from TradingView. For those that trade, this fetching maybe prices of products. You can also use it for you if you want to buy some products online. You can just bring various 1, 2, or 3 websites that sells what you want. Then the code will help you be checking the site. Once there is the price has come down to a certain level you want and the rest. So you can create code to check that or to compare prices. You can do that. So now we have the web scraper for trading data. So for this one, we'll be using another library called TradingView Scraper. TradingView Scraper. There's a particular library that has been written to scrape TradingView. The reason why you can see using a different library, I can decide to use the beautiful soup we used the other time. Where we have this, I can decide to use it. But me using that, I might have to go through some extra stress to be able to use it. Because there are some sites now, the site to use beautiful soup for was a simple site. But there are some sites that are more complex, that have a lot of complexity. To extract information from the site is not direct, it's not straightforward, and you also need to understand the format of the site. How does the site looks? There's a way we inspect all that. By the time you go through your browser, you come to more tools, or any other Chrome or Firefox, then you go to developer tools. So we can use that one to get the details of the site and extract some information. So we'll be using TradingView Scraper. So I will have to install it. I have to install the library. Then while we are waiting for that, Scrape is installing the library. So downloading it. So we scrape the trading ideas we want. This now on TradingView, we have some content like ideas for those that trade, maybe particular strategies to trade or news, stuff like that. You can decide to extract those details from TradingView, for example, and after extracting the details, you should print that idea. Let's run that one. So, and now because we are doing it, we ask it to export our result to a CSV file. You can see CSV file has been saved. This is a trading idea, reversal setup towards key resistance for those that trade. So you can just come to your file section, see export, and you have this here. If you click on it, it will open it. So you can see, so this side, the link to that, the information, so it has exported it. different trading ideas. Yeah, I can just read and get some insights here. So now you can also extract technical indicators. We won't be going into that, but if you need this code, it will be available. The link to get it, the Google Drive link to get it, will be available. You can just take it and do some more information on it. Here now you'll be fetching real-time market data, like now to monitor the market real time, to get the price of some commodity, like being from Binance, the price of BTC and USDT pair, ETH and USDT pair, and like that. So this is to process this other one. Instead of exporting, I can decide for it not to export and just print the data for me here, and I get it. This is also to process the technical indicator, because if you run some of this code now, especially this, you'll be seeing it in a form that you might not understand. You can see the way it's bringing it out. So this one is not easily it's not easy for you to interpret rather. So you can see the way it's bringing it out. It's not easy for you to interpret. The reason why I decided not to run this code is it will run continuously. So because that is the way it is written. But let me stop it. I've stopped it. So then let me now go to where we use this. We process the real-time data market output from this into a meaningful information that we can use. So I run this. Now you can see this one. Okay, this is not the one I want. This one is processing the output we have here into some information. So this is the one we need, fetching real-time market data and processing it. You can see it's running the code, but here now, instead of it running continuously, we asked it, just for the sake of this demonstration, to limit it to just 15 packets, like maybe time frame like that. Just 15 packets information it should get for us, and it should add a delay. So now we are adding a small delay because we need real-time simulation. You can just say it, okay, after 15 seconds search the web, get the information again. After this time, search again. But here we're adding a small time interval, 0.5 seconds or so. So now it's fetching the real-time data, then it will print it out in a format that we can understand. So you can see now symbol from this particular maybe platform FS Open, the price of this pair. This is the price, this is the change that has occurred. Can you see change in percentage? This is the change, not actual difference in price. If it's positive, that means there's a change. The change is what is an increase. If it's negative, that means the change is negative. Here, can you see? So now this is what we have from here. So you can see that this one is, you can interpret this than this one. It's not easy for you to interpret this. So what you have here has been interpreted for you here. So this is just one of the application of web scraping. We'll be going into the second application very quick. So the second application is for those that might be applying for a job. Now what we will be doing here is to scrape job listings from jobberman.com. We just decided to pick just this one site to make it simple. We can try to do for 2-3 more sites. So then the steps we need there will be what we set up a Scrappy project. The library we'll be using now is called Scrappy. You can see the other one we use TradingView scraper. Now this one we are using Scrappy. That is the library we'll be using. Then we set up a project that we define that item, the Scrappy item. Then we create Scrappy spider. You know what a spider is? So spider crawl. So we want to create an object spider that will be able to crawl the web, just scroll around and get information for us. That is just like the idea behind it. Then after we create that Scrappy spider, then we'll run that Scrappy spider. So let's install our Scrappy. So then after installing it, it's still loading. So we'll create a Scrappy project. The project now, because we are scraping job listing from Jobberman, so we'll name it Jobberman Scraper. After that one is done, loading, we'll see the results once it's done. Then after we'll create that Scrappy project, you navigate to a directory, because we are creating that project. It's just like creating a folder for that project. So then you navigate to that folder, then you create everything you need into that folder. So we are creating the project. It's already created. Navigate into the what? Into the project directory, that is the project folder. So then we define our scrappy item. So we are creating an item for us that we need. We need the job title, we need the company, we need the location, we need the link. In case we are interested in the job, we just click on the link to find more information and to apply. Description of the job also, we need that. These are the items we need. Then it will create a new file, items.py file, Python file now, and write those items we need into it. So we've done that. Then we need to create a spider now. So this spider would tell us how to, will tell the spider how to navigate the website, navigate the job listing page. That these are the pages. So if you are going through the page, just when you see this, it means this. So we are telling it how to navigate the website. So let's create a scrappy spider called Jobberman. That's been generated. Then we'll be running our scrappy spider, but before we run it, we need to update the spider file content. That is, the name is Jobberman, the domain we want to scrape. Now you know the other one here that we have the site. So now we are giving it the domain, because we've not given it the site is going to scrape. This is the domain, and this is the site. You know, if you go to a particular, maybe like the home page, it contains some information, but here we need jobs. That's what we need. We are not concerned with any other thing. So that's why we have to, this the link we need you to navigate. So then we give it some other information to select this. But when you see this, it's a CSS selector. So once you see this, it contains job listings. So then for job listing, in that it will extract the title into this, and the other information, extract the company into this item we've created, extract location into this, and the rest. So we are just defining what the scrappy spider will contain. After we've done that, that is when we can now run a scrappy spider. So now if I run this, it will generate the result out for me here. You will see. So it's running, it has generated the results out. Can you see? But this also is difficult for you to just read and follow this through. So that is one of the advantage of you being able to know how to code. You can write code to automate things for you to do things. So now we'll be running that code again, but here now, instead of just following the web, we'll be asking it to save it to a particular file format. Now it will be saving to a JSON file, JSON file. So same thing it does here, but now it is saving to a particular file. Let me go to file. You see the file once it's done. Can you see the folder we created? Jobberman scraper. These are the, if you open this, you get some other things, but this is what we ask you to do. So this is the file we ask you to create. So if you open it, you will get, can you see the job title and some other information, the link and all that. But this is not easily interpretable. So now we now ask you to convert that JSON file to what? So CSV file. It is easy for us to read this CSV file like an Excel format. So now we'll be importing pandas to do that. So it has converted this file into a CSV file for us, and it displays just the first file. So now let's download this. You can open it directly and it will display at this side, but I've downloaded it, so I'll open it on my system and you'll see what we've been able to extract from the web. So I'm opening, so you can see what we've extracted. Let me try and bring it so that it is, we can see this information very well. Location, let me drag, and also I'll convert this to a table so we can sort. I'll press Ctrl A everything, then Ctrl T. This is just some Excel thing. Then we can see we've converted it to a table, so we can just check. These are the jobs we have there. These are the jobs. So this is the site. You click on the link. This is the company, some anonymous employer, Vina 360. Rest of the location, the description is not available because it's when we click on the exact job we'll get the description. That was why we can't get this. So anytime you keep running this code, you'll be seeing some changes because some jobs will not be no longer latest. You'll be getting some updated ones. So this is just one of the ways we can use web scraping. So thank you all for joining this episode. See you another time.